Or just in Rust and Sheary were talking about how it's likely going to be a different kind of hockey for them as opposed to what they just saw in the 2 previous rounds. How about for you guys in defense? What are you expecting different versus the first 3 rounds that you played against from Nashville?
Yeah, well, I mean, so far we've had a little bit of both. I mean, Ottawa was way different than Washington Columbus, so I mean, we've seen it all, it seems like, so far. So I mean, obviously we think that Nashville's going to be somewhere in between. I mean, I think they're going to be a little bit more physical than Ottawa was, definitely on forecheck, but we're going to get to know them, obviously, as the series goes on more and more. The other teams, it seems like, obviously, in our conference and on the Eastern Conference, we've played them a lot more than we have Nashville in the past, so I think it's going to be a lot of learning, especially in the first couple of games.
Brian, when you guys heard that Chris Letang wasn't going to be able to make it back this season, what was the kind of reaction to him? And did you guys as a group kind of take it as a challenge to kind of get this done without him and get this far again?
Yeah, we did. I mean, obviously you can't replace a guy like Chris Letang. We obviously want him in our lineup, and he's a big part of our group, even now that he's kind of not playing for us right now. I mean, he's still around the locker room, he's there for us, he's a leader. So, I mean, in that aspect, it's good to have him around, but obviously on the ice, it's tough to replace. I mean, definitely on the power play, I mean, Justin's done a great job, whether it's Schultz, Dales, Strader, they've done a great job on that first unit. Obviously, that's a big hole to fill. That's one of our biggest components is that power play. So, I mean, Schultz has done a great job up there, and I think we've had to rally together. I mean, no one's going to replace them, and we know that, and we just had to continue to play well as a group, and no one get outside their comfort zone. Everyone just do what they do best, and I mean, I think that's how we approached it.
You guys have used a balanced approach with 3 pairs, but that said, you are leading the team in ice time right now per game. Do you feel like there's some responsibility there, and do you feel like it's something that your career prepared you for? Because you were a #1 guy at BC, a #1 guy in Wilkes-Barre.
A little bit. I mean, obviously, if you look at last year in playoffs, it was kind of Chris Letang and the rest of us. So, I mean, I don't think that's the case right now. So, obviously, whatever role that you're asked to do, whatever opportunity is there. I mean, I'm not going to be the offensive guy Chris Letang was, or I don't think anyone in our lineup is going to be to that aspect. So, for me, it's just kind of go out there and kind of take a next shift approach and go out there and try to play my best. I mean, not look ahead of, not try to do too much, and just go out there and just play like I have. I mean, I think all our defense, we're confident in all of us. So, and the coaching staff has it, and the team is, so that definitely helps. And I mean, so far it seemed to be working. So we got to just continue in that aspect.